Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, thank you again for joining us for episode 4 of the Saturday Night Pregame. Hopefully now we hopefully have some listeners. We've gotten everything live on podcast or on Google. We got you. We're on Twitter now. You can find us at the podcast S&P. We're on Instagram. We have a Facebook page. Please subscribe if you're enjoying. Let your friends know.
It's quite a turnaround from the I don't care about anybody what you think.
I do have to. Whoa! So that doesn't change. I don't give a fuck what you think.
Yeah,
but if you
just follow us.
Yeah. Just join.
Please like us.
Just join the conversation.
We're not here to be politically correct. We're here just to be correct.
We have to find out what our ets are are for the Twitter.
I'm almost 100% sure it's at podcast S&P, and I changed our username for Instagram to podcast S&P. I'm sorry, it's podcast S&P.
We should probably change it to S&P podcast. Yeah.
It sounds like you're saying S&P like Standard & Poor's.
It's most that's taken.
Oh
there
yeah.
Are a lot of S&Ps.
We should play with that then.
Yeah, we could definitely
play with that. Yeah.
Everything's
a work in progress, baby.
Wait,
work in progress. Go behind the curtain for you.
You gotta put the D in front of it. THE S&P podcast.
We could do that. I like it. Well, hey, listen, I love that we're working together on the podcast. Tonight I got with me my boy Chris McGraw.
How you doing?
Tonight? How's your week, buddy?
Oh, it's great.
You're looking so good with that beard trim and that fresh haircut.
I know.
Oh man, dude, you are
you do.
You are looking so much different.
The Chris McGraw shimmy, it drives all the women in Chicago crazy.
A little haircut can make a world. Trimming stuff.
And how good do you feel when you get a haircut? It's just it's a whole nother day.
Yeah, you look at yourself in the mirror, you're like, yeah.
I mean, I don't have much hair, so the haircut part's the beard trim is like, you feel like $1 million after
that tightening around the ears.
Just getting that beard trim for you. I mean, looking good though. Looking good, buddy. Joe, how we doing today?
Oh, I'm.
You were looking. Listen, if anybody here is looking dapper, my man with the what do they say? The coiffed hair.
The coiffed
hair.
Looking real good. Looking like this man's about to go to Sunday church.
There's a lot of talk.
He's about to go to midnight mass for Christmas.
His first time of the year being at church.
There's a lot of talk of numbers going up, so I just wanted to get one good haircut in.
I know.
Up until from basically the start of COVID till now, it's basically been just growing my hair out and not doing anything to it.
I was honestly thinking about that.
Except the sides.
The last time when we were super, super busy, I let my hair go pretty long, and I'm starting to slick it back.
Yeah.
This ain't bad. But then I was like, I don't know if anything starts to shut down. They say a month.
Yeah.
We're into 3 months next time.
Yeah.
And then you're done. Pat? And I got my boy Pat here. How we doing? You're looking tight as always. Real tight tonight.
Yeah, real tight. I think I made a poor beer choice, but worth a try here.
Yeah, why don't we pass Chris McGraw one of those?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, you might not like it.
So hey now, we'll start with the whiskey of choice. Pat, being a goddamn gentleman and scholar, picked up what is this? The Wilderness Trail Rye Whiskey.
Lysol Weapon.
It's not bad. It's 116 proof. It's honestly, once you get a little ice into it, not bad. That's how I like mine.
Ice and Mountain Dew, baby.
Yeah,
Ice and Mountain Dew.
Mountain Dew is next. And then we went with the beer of choice. We got a Noon Whistle, German style Hefeweizen. And
so Lysol Weapon, German style.
Yeah,
why do you not like this
word?
It's a Lysol Weapon.
Why'd you make a poor choice on the beer?
It's the over beer.
To me, it had a weird finish. But
me too. I think once you start to feel a little better, it grows on you.
Yeah, so it's not like the
besides bad second.
The other Hefeweizen.
The first drink I was like, whoa. I also just had a bunch of whiskey before that, so that was probably good.
Whoa, Joseph just pissed all over himself.
Yep.
Well, there goes a nice
let myself go.
That legitimately almost came out of my nose because I thought he was joking and then Joe's rubbing his crotch. I'm like, oh Jesus. Oh baby, how are you doing?
I kept pouring after the can left my mouth.
And that's why Joe can't have nice things.
Lysol Weapon is the name of the beer. Okay.
Wait, what's the name of the beer?
So it's Noon Whistle Lysol Weapon.
Oh, Lysol Weapon.
I didn't realize that. I'm like, what the hell is Lysol Weapon?
And it's a German style Hefeweizen.
And again, it's just a microbrew
from Lombard, Illinois.
Oh wow! Wow.
If you're from Germany, this is actually the
That's pretty
title
cool. I
of
didn't know
Lethal
that.
Weapon.
Did you
Lethal Weapon.
Nope, just read it at the limit.
Oh, Lethal Weapon. I am too old for this shit. Lethal Weapon.
Oh, yeah.
Joe, you still have the creepiest German voice of all time.
Oh, Joe's the best. Joe's accents are the best. The best.
Joe sounds like you're gonna take you to a dungeon that you don't want to be in.
That one in Nashville where he put the cowboy hat on.
Oh, yeah.
The Australian one.
We went to the country
Music
Hall of Fame, yeah. And Joe, at the end of it, was just goofing around with a Australian hat on, and I think they thought me, Chris, because unfortunately I got the loudest laugh in the world, and they were looking at us like we were a bunch of not so special people.
I saw it and it spoke to me, and I thought of two movies. I mean, the first given.
No, it was Crocodile Hunter.
Yeah.
No, Kangaroo Jack. No, I'm just kidding.
Crocodile Dundee.
No, Crocodile Dundee. Yes. No, that's exactly what I was thinking.
Oh,
Yeah.
I see you played.
No, I said he played
That's not-
Sweeney.
That's not a
Oh,
knife.
shit.
This is a knife.
God, just thinking about Nashville and just to kind of get into just kind of what, small topics of the week. Trump still hasn't given up. COVID is running rampant. There is some, light at the tunnel with the vaccine news. But, I got my haircut today as well with Chris. And my barber brought up something that was kind of, it really does make you think about it. So Pfizer came out and they have their COVID test is 90 plus effective rate.
Yeah.
Which is great. Not great for me if you're short in the market, but we won't talk about that. But the next day, the CEO of Pfizer sold a bunch of fucking stock.
Was it the next day or the day that he announced it?
It
I
might
thought
be the
that's.
day-
I
it
think it was
might-
the day he announced.
Does that not scream like, yeah, we might be in for something?
That's funny because I told him about that on Thursday.
Huh? Oh, did you really? Was it you?
I was talking about that.
That's so. Me, Pat, and Chris all go to the same barber, and you know what? I'm not okay. This is gonna sound bad. And I was thinking, how the fuck does this guy know that? And I literally legitimately thought, like, what customer told him this? Because he told us about the fair tax. And I told him about, he's a great job with fair tax, and I was like, he had no idea what it was. But yeah, I keep cutting you off, Joe.
No, but I have a question about that because from what I read,
The fair tax or the
fair tax is dead.
yeah,
That's good.
Yeah, thank God.
Golden past
Pfizer.
that. This Pfizer thing, and I could be wrong, and maybe this would clear up the question. If they announced it, and then I don't know on the timing of when he sold the stock.
Yeah, I thought it was the next day. Honestly, I remember hearing about it Tuesday, but I didn't. Yeah.
Even still, he announced it. Their stock went up. It's not like he did it. Like if he did it before, I don't know, because usually it's if they sell it before and then they get bad news and then it drops. That's a thing. But it's like everyone had the same information at that point.
Yeah.
So how is that?
Yeah, but
dodge?
He sold it hours
It was
after.
the same day.
Oh,
Yeah.
I guess the only thing I could think is if they announced it, he sold it, and then they know it's not going to work.
That's so. And
So
I'm not
I could
trying to
see.
throw out
I'm just trying to understand like what the big deal
If
is
you're
because
Pfizer,
everybody's
you're
got that opportunity.
You're the closest to having the vaccine ready to go, and the government's going to pay you out the wazoo to get this thing flowing because they're fucking tired of what's going on.
Maybe you need to pay off a mistress, man.
Hey,
5.6 million.
I get it, but
5.6
does that
million
not
stock,
kinda roll
that's not
some
even-
off, like-
It said the sales were part of personal financial planning.
Okay. I mean, that just seems. Okay, and I
Yeah,
don't.
that means he has baby mama
was it
drama.
after or before?
It was right after. It was he sold it.
It was the same day.
Oh, so the data's gonna come out. It's gonna be a little weird. I bet you it's gonna be a little funky. I don't think they're coming out and saying not that he's misleading, but I'm betting that 90% is there's something in there.
Well, I mean,
that
like they twisted
he's
to
right.
make it-
Yes,
yeah.
he's saying what he's saying is right, but it's like it's very.
You can
like
play with
90% of like.
You can play with
Yeah.
statistics and very.
There's a couple things
yeah.
about the vaccine too. It's like people have to trust it enough to take it, and I'm not sure that personally I would want to be one of the first people to take this virus.
I think
Is it Russia?
I'm not an anti-vaxxer.
Yeah, not either.
like Pat said, I'm not an anti-vaxxer, but I think. You gotta wait for the scientists. I don't want to say that, but like
You gotta think long term for a lot of this because you don't know what the
So-
effects are. They just discovered for people who have corona that there's some like mental aspect.
That's what I
to it.
thought too.
People
Oh
are
my
going
God,
crazy.
Joe, it's
and I'm like,
scary, man.
and here's what I'm thinking.
I
Now
know.
you get this possibility of a vaccine. I mean, to be fair, I think everyone here we're all in shape. We're all healthy individuals. We don't have any conditions. Knock on wood. Like. So we're not the ones that are at risk, and I think we personally, if we wanted to, we could hold off on the vaccine.
Well, we
for a little
wouldn't be
bit.
the first one in the group,
No,
anyways.
No,
That's
yeah,
true.
you would
Yeah.
probably do it.
Yeah.
But my point is, like, it's like a
But
chicken and the egg thing. Where
long-term thing now that
it's like a chicken and egg thing. If you don't, like, if people don't take the vaccine, then this could last forever. But if people don't trust the vaccine, it's like at what point do you become comfortable with this vaccine actually working? And I think you have to see it working on people before.
Well, that's why you have all these trials done because you.
But because it happens so fast, people aren't going to trust those inherently.
That's
so it goes
and
in
the study, and I get it. It's just and it's a scary thing.
Okay, the only thing that I don't like is it's like one shot, then you wait a freaking month.
Yeah, it's 2 weeks, then
and then you take another shot.
For sure.
Oh, I didn't.
Yeah, it's like 2 shots.
It's a 2 doses. 2 doses. They say 2 doses. I think I saw that in 60 Minutes when I was watching the football game the other day.
Large Marge told me about it earlier today. She's like, yeah, you get the one, and then you wait like 2 to 4 weeks, and then you get a second one.
Not negative, but there are some like side effects that are very uncomfortable, and it's like
so. Here's what I was thinking about.
It's getting crazy, man.
And I've been thinking about it, especially because I take allergy medication. You I know.
Yeah, I take
months ago. You talked about like the long term effects of that.
Yes,
thing.
and I heard it, and I've done a little bit of research, and it's just the daily use, and this is it's. There are studies out there that they don't know the long term use of daily allergy, like on mental and like,
antihistamine.
Yes.
We're giving you Joe Rogan facts here, baby. Off the cuff.
It's not a Joe Rogan thing.
No, Peter got that from our teacher at our master's.
I meant more of a like.
No, but I'm saying like no, you're right. Like because this is what, and I went and researched it a little bit, but there's so much back and forth on it, and but go ahead, Joe.
The bottom line is when Peter's head is hurt, he's popping that pill, baby.
No, but I'm glad you elaborated on that because that's my thing now. I mean, everybody says knowledge is power.
Yeah.
And because of the internet, we have all this knowledge at our fingertips. Everything's a Google search away. But that's what I'm saying, right? So it's like, at what point do the pros outweigh the cons, or the cons outweigh the pros?
If you go to WebMD, everything leads to having cancer.
Well, that's what I'm saying, though. But it's like the long term effects of the allergy stuff, which is a lot more proven and studied because it's been around for so long.
Yeah.
But in the grand scheme of things, it's like, are you going to be okay? You probably are. I just read this new thing about old people where they talked about, I mean, for years they've been talking about that resistance training, like strength training, is supplemental and almost necessary for older individuals to maintain bone density.
Okay.
This new article came out that said that fish oil and some sort of vitamin that's something that older people take.
I think fish oil.
Magnesium.
It might be. I can't speak to that, but it said these 3 things only show a 6% increase, and some of these even have negatives because of your age. And it's like, okay, everybody's touting this knowledge for so long.
Well, it's like the same thing with like eggs and bacon and.
But like,
but that's what I'm saying.
We're learning new stuff every day about.
But that's what I'm saying, and this all goes back to the vaccine. It's going, the vaccine that may or may not. I think realistically, it probably will be fine for everyone. But there's always that like what if,
and we're just going back to that. Yeah.
I mean, like
the vaccine is. Do we want to be the first to do it?
And the problem is that it's like a catch-22. Like if people don't use the vaccine, then it's not going to be effective because if to 200 million Americans and there's a half of
that's taking it. I bought that.
You don't want to be the first one to do it because in about 2 months, 3 months, somebody else is going to perfect that first version of it.
Or it's going to mutate and it's going to change.
Which I don't think people are talking about, but I think in one of the Norwegian countries there has been a little bit of a mutation. I
thought China was in a mutation. I thought it had a mutation.
Yeah. It's starting to get weird.
I thought there was one here in the United States. Like there was like a different version of it or something.
You're right.
That's exactly what it is.
West Coast.
There's a thing now that it's slowly mutating. And again, I don't know enough about this, so I don't know if it's.
Listen, if you're taking any.
All of this is. Listen, as a doctor who studied 8 years of medicine,
it's just pure of what we see.
Allow me to reiterate, but.
Yeah.
So TMZ is not a good medical source.
Yeah.
But and so
I get all mine from Fox News.
One question, boy. Serious question, boys.
Or just a vaccine and I was
just talking about vaccines.
There is a serious question here, though. Is how do we rate this whiskey?
I'm not.
I put it at
what's the rating scale?
1 to 9. Always a 9.
1 to 9.
It's always got to be a 9 scale because 5 is dead center, middle, neutral.
So I would put Pappy at a 9.
Balance.
I would put McKenna at like an 8.
Oh yeah, I love McKenna.
I was gonna bring Henry McKenna.
I have some. If you need.
No,
I would put this at like a solid 6.
That is probably your best find.
I was thinking 4.
Pappy, McKenna is phenomenal.
This grew me quite a bit.
I give this one probably about I'd probably lay it in between 5, 5.5.
Yeah. I'm close to 6.
You know what I was
Not
thinking?
like the fistful of bourbon. That was probably like a 2.5, 3.
Yeah, that was definitely.
You know, it's funny. I feel like we're
I could drink.
But that was on the bottom.
Without the dew.
But that was on the bottom shelf.
I feel like we're doing our. I feel like we're doing a little bit of getting our own little Barstool pizza thing going here with the whiskey skill.
With the whiskey.
Oh yeah. You know one of my
Here's
favorite.
the problem though.
Go ahead.
Go.
I was just gonna say a gold standard that I love in terms of whiskey that's you can just buy off the shelf. It's good. Is the Bullet.
Oh
yes.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
Which we haven't had on this, and we should.
Yeah, we would definitely.
But I saw it, and I was like, I should grab some, and then I thought, I know a couple people are bringing this
out
up.
of here.
Yeah.
Listen, I have a whole entire gallon of that stuff that you got from Costco. I think I still have 2 of them.
Hey man, bring one.
I love you for the Tito's that you got. I hit that at least during the quarantine.
Mm-hmm.
I was hitting that all the time.
Here's
Not that
another.
I'm an alcoholic. I like a good drink on a Friday.
No, yeah, exactly. And here's another nice little. I'm gonna start bringing this. I don't know. I have to go to a store to buy a big Costco size level of aviation gin.
Okay.
I bought that. Neither am I. But I guarantee you, if you try this, it's a lot more mild and enjoyable.
So Chris, you probably and I are probably the biggest whiskey guys here. What would you consider the Weller that I have to be?
We talked about this on the ride. Chris, big dog shit Weller.
It's the bottom barrel of the Weller, but they'll probably end up in the live. They'll probably be in the news.
Hey, just real quick. I know you can't see this, but the pride Pat Lynch came in with. He looked like, here's my reference, Simba coming at the top of the mountain right before he's about to roll. Chest out, up. Hey, Chris, as a gentleman, we're both whiskey. What do you think of that Weller? I thought Peter was saying that as a joke, and the fact that he just came in. Oh, the deflation in Pat.
Weller is good for old fashioned.
So,
and I was like,
Weller has.
Chris is like, yeah, Pat's is like that's like the.
It's the bottom. It's the bottom. It's the second level.
It's like Johnny Walker. Like the blue label's the best. The green label's hot fucking trash.
Personally, I would put it at like a 6 myself. Yeah. I'd put like a 6.
I mean, we're not far off. 5, 6, insane.
I love it. This is my jam.
I'm gonna crack open my 4th.
I haven't tried any other one besides that.
I'm trying to get some. I'm looking at. I'm looking around.
You want to go Haskies on a fucking Weller 12 year for $3?
This is what I want to look into.
What's that?
And mainly because I like to play video games.
Legit question though.
That's another. Okay, so that's a good topic I want to get into.
But this is. Go ahead, Pat. You finish.
One quick point, Chris. I can get a Blanton original bourbon, 240. You want to go halvesies on it?
Sure, I'm in.
All right.
This is something I want to look into because the two new systems, the PlayStation 5, the Xbox Series X, it just came out. Those are hard to get. I want to get one, but it looks like you can't get them anywhere.
Damn near impossible.
The guy, yeah, basically.
Kind of like when COVID first hit and you couldn't find a Nintendo Switch or whatever.
I mean, the things that
I found. Never mind. I didn't find a Game Boy. Somehow we magically had a Game Boy, and I got Pokemon Red and Blue.
Wait, what about toilet paper in the pandemic? I'm just saying we couldn't find toilet paper.
It was stacked up for days.
The things that went difficult to find was surprising.
All you had to do was go find that lady at Walgreens who had 96,000 rolls. That was Costco.
Okay, so the most ridiculous pandemic story I've ever heard, and so on Fridays I work in an office, and one of the ladies I was talking to, she was going to Costco, and they were passing out they were literally handing one roll of the toilet paper.
That's right. Yes, you were. Yes.
And the lady there was a lady in there that was super upset that she couldn't get more than one, and they were trying to be very polite about it. So, and she just happened to see this lady kind of making a little bit of a scene, not a big scene, but just a little bit of a scene. And they both were walking out, and they both were right next to the same car. Like, not right next to the same car, the lady was a little bit before her. Mm-hmm. So she opens her trunk, and the lady had toilet paper falling out of her car. So not only did she get another huge roll from Costco, she was complaining about not being able to get more with a car full of toilet paper. She could have had an army at home. She wasn't going to go.
You got to do the math of how much you actually shit.
You don't understand that she was using
that woman needs to buy a bidet
each time she used the washroom.
The only person
I told my uncle about that.
You need to buy a bidet.
We were going over this in the car, and I was like, Joe's got a bidet.
It's fucking awesome.
I heard Eric Griffin. I listened to his podcast. He was telling me, this is great because I've been meaning to bring this up to you.
He's talking about shitting.
He was talking about his bidet and how there are settings on the bidet. Mm-hmm. There's fire hose, rip your butthole apart.
Mm-hmm. Nope.
And then there's like, and he's like,
that's a joke.
One motherfucker uses the top level. He's like, he just shot the top level, and it was taking paint off his wall. No, you be hitting it real hard, man.
I use the top level. So the way there's
can you just
there's like
bubbles on your ass?
Listen, I'm just gonna say this.
Joe shit a lot. Joe has the most poo stories anybody. Never know why.
He does have the most poo stories. He's a hairy man too, so he probably does have a good force back there.
Oh yeah.
Christ,
so
what the fuck?
So
anybody and the 2 listeners we do have just dropped off right now.
It's the Amazon jungle pre-invention of paper. So there were no trees down, nothing. Full forest.
I got it.
But no, it's fantastic. You have to, of course, it's like a tolerance to anything else. You have to slowly build your way up. But, you start...
Your way up to fire hose.
Yeah. Because then, let me tell you
level 2 to get to level 10.
Let me tell you this. You feel so clean. I was listening to a podcast with Tom Segura. I think it was the Two Bears, One Cave. Yeah. And he goes, once you start if you go back to toilet paper, you almost feel like an animal because you can feel the uncleanliness. You can feel it even as you wipe. And that is 100% the truth. It's like coming out of a shower, knowing you're 100% clean, or using paper. And if you think about it,
or a horse bath.
Yeah, a little that. It is like a horse bath.
I use the one Charlie's. I feel like those are pretty good, pretty solid.
That's like a combination.
So on the bidet note, like me and Sexy Pepsi were running today down Belmont.
As you guys were talking about bidets.
No. Craziest thing, right after Oak Park, you're headed west out on.
Let's just give our address out at this point.
West out, no.
Peter lives at 12.
We're headed west down. We're heading east down Oak Park, but if you head we're headed west east down Belmont. But if you head west up Belmont, you're at where that Polish store is at, the Food Avenue Mart or whatever.
Yep.
It's burned down a couple times.
Yeah.
Right across from the funeral home that's over there.
100%.
Right across the street, they have a big ass motherfucking advertisement right next to the Farmers Insurance thing about using bidets.
Really?
Oh,
it was fucking nuts. Like some fucking hot chick in a thong. I use bidets or something. I'm like, what the fuck? You would never pay attention to it unless you were like walking in the area.
Is there a demo model that you can try out there?
I have no idea. I'm wondering if the whole entire store sells bidets. I should have crossed the street and taken a look.
We might have to take a look. The best thing is, Joe, one time I was in your washroom and I saw the...
Do you want to try it out? Give it a test run?
So I just hit the button for it to go, whatever, and it shot
in his face, in his mouth.
It shot up into all of your door. And I was just like, what? How does this clean?
Yeah, I was caught so off guard the first time I used it because I had the door open. It shot out that door and like, woo! And then when I installed one in Sarah's, what's nice about
definitely not a virgin.
Joe's a single man who sits by himself with the door open.
What's nice about I had just put it in. You're like I hadn't used it for that. I wanted to see what I was working with.
I get it, baby.
I put it to 10, but at that point I wasn't ready.
You chasing the eye?
No, dude, it shot over my head it got some huge distance. It was 10 feet. It was crazy.
It was wind assisted.
But in my girlfriend's, she had a shower behind her, so I was like, I could just spray this and not have to worry about cleaning it up or anything.
That is, I did when we went to Sarah's place. I saw that she put that in there. Mm-hmm. I think that's kind of a nice one.
Mm-hmm.
I do like that.
She bought one for me for my birthday, and then she bought one for herself.
We're gonna have to have Joe set up one in the office.
Joe, was she trying to tell you that you weren't cleaning up down there? What's going on?
No, I can't guarantee that I didn't buy one for her. Possible I did because we have.
Did you buy one for her? Did you buy one for her just so that you had something?
No.
To clean yourself.
Okay, see, that's what I always thought. Damn it, I ruined the secret because I always thought like this guy's so smart. He goes over there. He's got to drop the kids off.
That would be a great reason.
He wants to be as clean as possible.
No, I think what it was is my birthday's right after Corona started, like the lockdown.
Oh man!
And toilet paper was hard to find, so it started as a conversation. Hey, toilet paper's hard to find. Just buy a bidet, and that's exactly what she did. She bought me a bidet.
That's awesome.
And so that's how I ended up getting it. And then I think I got her one too. It was almost like a joke, but it was also like, we know we're gonna use this. We've been talking about it so much. So,
man, bidet time.
a real pooping cup.
You know what though? That's good.
Oh!
There's a lot of things that I want to.
But this is what I was trying to go back with.
Yep.
There's a guy across the hall from where I live. He does this thing where he's like that guy who will buy sneakers online. And he's got I don't know if he programs them. Okay. But what I was trying to get back to, previously we were talking about PlayStation and an Xbox. It's hard to find. Yeah. And then going back. I'm bringing it back. So, but what were we talking about right before Xbox and PlayStation?
Those are good comedian. Bring it back.
The link that's hard to find. Yeah. This guy across the hall, I want to see if I can not implore him to try and find stuff that's like hard to find, like whiskey or like an Xbox or PlayStation, because he does that thing where he buys sneakers online, and it's like it's a hobby / side hustle. So he's got connections and he's got the knowledge and the know-how.
See, the problem with doing,
I just kind of want to talk to him. I've had a couple conversations with him, and I want to ask him.
That's a great idea.
The real problem with
way to make
that, but you guys were talking about the whiskey.
Yeah, but the real problem with doing the whiskey is you get people that will pour it out and then pour something else in there, and it's not the same.
Yeah, no. This is like PlayStation 5.
This is from seller, from a business.
Oh, so he's buying from a.
Yeah, so
he's not buying from a third party.
No.
He knows he's in style.
When the new Jordans come out or something, he's got a program, or he knows he's got the know-how.
Okay.
Kind of. I mean, how many times have we had issues buying tickets to a concert or an event and it's the robots that pick them all up, and then we're fucked, and we're sitting there on the internet.
I get.
He's got the know-how that I'm.
I get a crap ton of articles about you can enter yourself in this raffle for some rare whiskeys in another state,
which is how we do. That's how we get our stuff.
But the only problem is you have to go to said state and pick it up. I'm not taking time off to go to fucking South Dakota to pick up.
I mean, the real thing is that Pappy from Alaska to here was unbelievable.
That was across sea though. I would totally do that though. We could totally make a road trip out of it, even during Corona.
That fucking Pappy traveled the world.
Yeah,
any type of.
Rent 2 minivans or something. We could all sleep in the car on the side of the road, or camp it out or something.
Hey Joe, you know what? I'll pay for your hotel. I'm not fucking sitting in it. You farting in a goddamn van might kill somebody. Are you kidding?
Or camping.
But
I'm just thinking Corona.
I get it.
So you realize your bottle of Pappy has literally probably traveled around the entire fucking world almost.
Yeah, I went from
Kentucky
England to Europe.
Europe
to Alaska, back to here.
Yeah, which is insane.
Yeah.
Well, talking about Alaska.
Is that 4 continents?
Yes.
Definitely a few.
What?
No,
I don't know where Alaska is continentally.
No, it'd be like 2.
I just said yes, saying yes.
Well, I mean, but Alaska's part of the U.S.
But in the continent, North America.
But
I know it's North America, but I know
that's still the same continent.
But that's what I'm saying. So it's 1.
For context,
the United Kingdom's Europe.
So that's 2.
That's 2, not 4, jackasses.
How did I get to 4?
For context, though,
that math. I was thinking
you can get to.
Sorry, not 4.
You can get to England.
You made it look like real.
By plane, my flight to Alaska was the same time as it was if I would have gone to Ireland.
Okay. My question was: is Alaska considered part of the continental U.S.?
Oh no, it's not part. It's not. No, Alaska and Hawaii are not part of the continental United States because they're not connected to the United States at all.
But maybe I'm.
So once Puerto Rico becomes a state, Puerto Rico will not be considered part of the continental United States because it's not connected to the main.
Sorry, when I say continental, I'm speaking out of turn. What I mean is as a continent, because you have North America, the 7 continents.
So
I was just wondering if
when you talk about
this is such a dumb conversation.
I
am so bad at geography.
When they talk about continental United States,
go ahead.
Chris is mansplaining your ass right now.
So when they talk about the continental United States, they're talking about the 48 states that all touch together. So California all the way to South Carolina. Alaska doesn't touch any state in the United States.
No, it doesn't. No.
And Hawaii doesn't touch any state in the United States.
But
where did that come from?
What are we drinking tonight, baby? What are we drinking tonight?
Chris and I just magically had
Canada is the northern part of North America. And
what's the top continent? What are the 7 continents? Do we know what the 7 continents are?
All right, we're going to start this joke.
Holy shit.
Wait.
I just want to know what the 7 continents are.
Joe, it's
7 continents are Asia, Europe, Africa, Australia, North America, South America, Antarctica.
Boom, baby! That's what, baby.
We got learns.
There we go.
We got learns.
And Antarctica would be technically.
And because I'm so
hot.
geographically challenged,
Right?
I thought
Or no,
maybe
is it-
Alaska was part of the Antarctic
Christ
continental.
That's
you know,
the
like
southern
classification.
part of the world.
You know what? If you would have maybe watched Jeopardy a little bit more, you might know a little bit more, Joe.
I was a Wheel of Fortune
And
kind of
I-
guy.
Alex Trebek, rest in peace, baby.
And I hate to say, listen, that on Sunday when we were at me and Chris at the gym.
That was bogus.
And that hurt. And I get it. And you know what? It
Oh,
did surprise me
man.
because I was younger.
I was
and he
kind of
80.
sad.
Yeah, but he had pancreatic cancer, which is
Yes.
which is like the roughest you can get.
But
He was, oh man, dude,
I
it made me
wanted
sad.
to bring,
Joe's,
a
Here's
little
no cards right now.
a little bit of a tribute to our man.
Oh, I
Alex
love
Trebek.
this.
Oh,
This is
God.
great.
And-
I love this. This isn't.
We're gonna see how dumb we really are here.
No,
boys.
because you know what? I mean, Alex Trebek.
Trebek.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. Let it
That makes me
slide.
sad.
you know what's really interesting.
Alex Trebek is an icon that
he-
is internationally
100%.
respected.
And
People
I
love
just want
him.
to give him his due respect as
Yeah.
when me and Chris were growing up, my grandmother used to love, and I thought it was. I'm not gonna lie to you, Chris is amazing at it, by the way. But I was
I'm amazed at the first round.
Yeah.
The second round, it sucked ass at.
And Chris was really good at the Wheel of Fortune too.
Oh, I
But-
love Wheel of Fortune.
Yes, me too, actually. So that one was bad. But Chris, I remember coming home or watching it with my grandmother and thinking he like it was boring, but he was so like relaxing and like you could just tell like how relaxing it was.
He had a good
older
charisma
people.
that kept you interested, but he'd never made anyone feel stupid. I mean, there were
Here-
moments where people said stuff. And he
Yeah.
was like,
Here's an interesting
"What
point
the
though.
fuck?"
Like
But-
as we all know, like one of the best things is like the SNL skit with Sean Connery and Alex Trebek in it, and they both unfortunately passed away within a couple weeks of each other now.
oh wow, that's
And
a
it was
weird
probably like
little-
within a week.
I didn't
Yeah.
get that.
And you can also do yourself a favor if you don't know what we're talking about.
Yeah, you could.
SNL literally just dropped pretty much all the Celebrity Jeopardy episodes on Friday
And they're all great.
within like hours of each other.
Is this on
so
YouTube?
Yeah, on YouTube.
Yeah, that
do
makes
yourself
sense.
a favor.
Oh, that's
Go look
awesome.
them up. They are hilarious.
They're so good.
And they're so good.
Okay, well, so as a tribute to our guy Alex Trebek,
Fantastic.
I have 4 questions.
Peter spelled question wrong on the one card.
Shut the fuck.
I definitely-
Listen, you humdrum fuck. Let the man who produced the game and put this whole goddamn
I
thing
also
together
think it's very cool.
play
But
the
this
game.
is my fault. This is 100%. I've had this idea since literally when I was on the treadmill. I'm like, we have to do a tribute, and I just didn't. I didn't get it done quick enough. That's why I was a little late today. But that's not an excuse. Should be better about that. But so I got Marvel question. One Marvel question for 200.
That's for Joe.
That's
Sports fun for 300. Fun history for 400. Coors Light for 500.
Oh, yes!
How does it work? Or with like ping or something? Or with
So this is what I've been contemplating on. I think a little light tap, and I'll be the judge. This
Okay.
is going to be for Final Jeopardy. I got your card here.
we need pens.
Wait, could
Pens.
I suggest an alteration? Why don't we each say our name as like the bell ring?
Okay, that's fair.
Because I feel like a tap would be maybe hard to distinguish if we're all
You know what the
coming
one thing I
down.
like is maybe we all answer the questions.
Yeah, that's cool.
I mean, it's not in the same way as Jeopardy, but maybe we all try to answer each question, we write it down, and then we show it to you and give points based off of that.
Well, right. Okay, so you have to write it down, and then so you.
Yeah, so you read the question off,
Yep.
we write down the
it, and
answer.
then I gotta hear your name as quickly as possible.
So we'll
Okay.
say wait.
So,
okay,
but I'm
sorry.
gonna let because Joe's been super nice about this. I'm gonna let you pick the first category, my friend. And you look the best tonight. Let's be honest. So you get to pick out of the 4 Marvel questions, sports, fun history, Coors Light.
I think people on the podcast probably don't know, but amongst this group, I am the nerdiest individual by far when it comes to comic books,
Just comics,
movies,
yeah.
all that
I'm
stuff.
probably the second most.
So yes, but I'm not going to go with Marvel. I'm going to go Coors Light for 500.
500.
So now, clarifying question. At this point, we all say our name, but we'll write it down
Yeah, so I want
regardless.
so you write it down.
And then you gotta say your name.
So
Say
that
your
makes
name,
a little
okay.
bit- Okay.
All right.
Where
Wait. One more
Yeah.
question. Sorry. Do we answer this like Jeopardy in the form
Yes,
of a question?
please. Yes,
Okay.
please.
All
You don't
right.
have to write down what is.
No,
Okay.
but
You have
yeah.
to say it right, but if you say it wrong, I will give you the then.
We don't have to have.
The top part said
The check Congo.
All right, one more clarifying question. We don't have to have it written down all the way. We can say our name
Yeah.
and then
Just have
okay.
that good. Okay.
Got it. Okay.
Where was Coors Light born?
Pat.
Pat?
Joe.
Colorado.
You are negative 500.
damn it.
Chris, 4.
Oh, I guess is that how that goes?
I didn't write my name
No,
down.
I think you're right. You're right. I think because he buzzed. Now it's between us, and so
Yeah.
now
Anybody else?
reset.
I'm so glad you went first. I'm not taking a $500 loss.
I would like somebody like that.
I would take I'll take a guess outside
Yes.
the way.
Okay, Chris.
I'm going to say California.
Oh man,
Utah?
I don't even
God,
know
you guys see
geography.
this
over
Ken
there.
every weekend.
It's the Rocky Mountain thing. It's Colorado. It's
Yeah,
not.
You would've
that's
had
what I
your-
thought.
Did
I was
you-
thinking
Go
Denver,
ahead.
Colorado.
He had it right. Born in the Rockies.
I was right.
Where's the
Colorado.
Born
Rockies?
in the Rockies.
Oh, that's like
No, the Rockies extend all the way from northern Arizona, New Mexico,
look at-
all the way up to Alaska.
They can. It literally says in red.
They'll have the can somewhere on the table.
No,
we
actually.
didn't.
Oh,
That's
we don't.
horsecock nonetheless.
Born in the Rockies.
No, I
okay,
think-
so you guys
I think-
listen. You're our favorite beer,
That's horsecock.
and you guys cannot tell
That's
me
a horse cock
goddamn
question.
song.
No, that's like.
Technicality bullshit.
I like that.
They're breweries
I like
in fucking
Okay,
Colorado.
so boy,
You
Oh, I go again.
Choke
Okay.
us.
All right, let's go. Let's
Bunch
go.
of
Fun
bullshit.
history for 400.
Okay, 400 shit for
Bunch
400.
of bullshit.
As a side note, I have to remember to say my name because Pat said that shit so quick, and I was like, "Wait,
Yeah, I hear that.
What did Pat just say?"
I'm like, wait, what?
What's it, Pat? He just Pat. Oh, that's right. We're saying her names, even though it's my
I
idea.
said Joseph.
Okay.
Joseph.
What condiment used to be sold as a medicine? I think this could be hard.
Joseph. I'm just gonna go for it.
Condiment.
I'm gonna say ketchup.
Can I get it in a question form, please?
Oh, I'm sorry.
He's a guy.
No, that's me. I fucked that up.
What is ketchup?
What is ketchup? Is correct.
Mine's 100,
I
baby.
wrote it down too, and I'm like, that's right, not right.
All right, so
I
I'm.
think in the 1860s.
You're minus
I'm
100.
going next
So
minus
that's
100.
I'm still losing somehow.
That's still negative zero.
He's negative 100.
Just
Yeah.
remember to play Final Jeopardy, you gotta be 0 or positive, baby.
All
I like
right.
that.
I got two
Okay.
questions. Got 2 questions, baby.
Okay. So, Pat, what would you like to go with?
We're gonna go with Marvel questions for 200, please.
Okay.
Wait, I have a question before you ask this question.
I love you, Joe. Go ahead.
There's no Q&A without Trebek,
It's been
asshole.
a while since I watched Jeopardy. I'm sorry.
Okay, no, go ahead. I like this.
If
Go back
I
and
yell
forth.
my name, do you finish the question?
No.
No.
Okay.
Yep.
I'm just.
That's a good question.
Yep.
Who was the first black superhero with his own
Pat,
comic?
Joe. Fuck.
It's Black Panther.
Joe,
First
would you
black
like to go?
superhero.
Yep.
Do I
His
lose
own
some-
comic.
do I-
Black.
do I lose
You
200
can't
bucks?
finish this question because
Sorry.
you buzzed in before
Do I
you
lose
finished
200
the
bucks?
question.
I did buzz
Do I
in.
still lose 200 bucks?
Yeah, you guys. You're gonna really need that sports fund. Go ahead.
First black superhero.
No, he's gonna need what the sports one's 300, right?
Yeah, I need to nail that one. Yeah, pretty much. I'm
And I said my name. Balls. I'm gonna say Blade.
Chris, would you like to give it a shot?
I like to hear the whole entire
Sorry,
question.
question.
Who was the first black superhero with his own comic? God damn, I really did not mean to make this that hard.
This is fun though.
You've been
This
drinking,
is
asshole.
fun. No,
I'm
this is
sorry.
fun. I'll be honest. I didn't. Yeah.
I really thought this would be.
I still feel like a hose in the Coors Light one.
I'm gonna say this is so much fun. I love this.
You can just dang it. I'm not guessing.
Cage.
Fuck! I should have known that.
I really thought that was a gimme for
Yeah.
Pat, or for Joe.
That,
Yeah.
Hey!
Well, it's like
All right.
Hey,
so how much was that one? That was 200.
Yeah, I'm
so
minus 300
so,
right now.
all right,
this
so
is
I'm
gonna be
minus
Joe's out of Final
600.
Jeopardy.
Well, no,
Oh,
but if
yeah,
there's,
yeah.
we're all gonna go, and if you do not get over 100 on the final Jeopardy, you will have to take a shot.
I'm
Okay.
gonna wager.
fair.
I'm gonna wager
Okay.
400
Yep.
bucks probably.
So, all right, and this was gonna be quick, so be ready.
Yep.
How many championships did the Michael Jeffrey Jordy win?
Pat,
Chris.
Joe.
That good.
6.
Yes, and that would be correct.
All right.
Oh, I'm at 0, baby.
So I'm negative. I can't bet anything.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
yeah,
take a
so you
shot.
bet-
You're
So we're gonna do
even
daily-
zero, which is a
So
shot.
we're gonna do the
together.
first round here of Daily Double, where if you were negative, you could still bet up to $1,000. So me and Pat are at 0. You're at negative 600. You can still bet 1,000. You could end up
And
at
this is
negative
just a fun
1,600.
one.
So I either
So-
bet I can at this point mathematically whether I bet 700 or no, sorry whether I bet 600 to 1,000 it doesn't matter because if I lose that I'm doing a shot regardless.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna bet 1,000. Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go. For
Go
broke.
big or home, baby.
Yeah.
Okay. Are we all ready, please?
You gotta write down. You write down.
Yes.
You write
Yeah,
down.
Write it
Okay.
down.
Please write
Yeah.
down your-
You'll
And
do your
And
timer.
it's like do 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 do.
Thank you, Pat, for telling us that.
What's the question though?
Dude, no, you gotta put.
Oh, yeah.
You gotta,
I mean, that's easy.
Do, 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 do.
I mean, mean, Peter McGraw's no real.
Well,
money
normally you put
to
your wager
restore
down
it.
and you go to commercial.
Okay, we're going to commercial. So guys,
This podcast is brought to you by. No, I'm just kidding.
bye.
Have you
Bye,
been
nobody.
in the kangaroo jungles wrestling, having yourselves a sweat? Well, I'll tell you what you need.
Have you ever been to a bar
A
and some
sweet
guy comes up to you?
can of
Noon Whistle. By Lomber,
Fresh.
Illinois.
Fosters. Have yourself a Foster. Wrestle yourself a kangaroo and have a Foster.
And make sure you bring that spoon.
Joe, you know that?
All right, here we go.
One thing-
Last question.
Real question, Joe, you know that reminds me of, you remember that, like, how a couple years ago, the Super Bowl, they had that, like, they were doing the Dead of Your Bride, like, whole thing about, like the Crocodile
the
Hunter
Crocodile Hunter
but it was
son,
actually a commercial, and everybody's like, what the fuck?
Are we all wishing that was a movie?
I kind of wish it was. I kind of wish it
I
was.
would have seen
All right.
Anyways, we're going to Final Jeff. Here we go.
So this is
Hoping this
this
is
is a very this is I'm gonna give you it's a ingredient question.
Oh, shit.
I like this.
Something that I've said probably 1,000 times to you guys.
Oh, shit.
What is the second ingredient in a Slim Jim?
Oh, the second one?
Oh, man. The fact that Chris wrote this down so quick.
No, I didn't write it down.
And if none of you get this just shows you how much you guys listen.
What I like is that this question sounds like it should be factual and probably intelligent people
I'm
may
not sure if
know
it's the
this.
first. I'm not sure. I got
But
the
this
first
is
one.
100% just an in-group conversation question.
Yeah,
you know?
100%.
I don't remember the first
I
one.
love that.
I know what I'm choosing, but I don't know if it's the second one.
Pat Lynch is definitely on this one because Peter's asked it numerous times and Pat Lynch knew the answer.
All right, guys. Chris, can you start, please? Because you're the one with the most points. No, you're the one with the most
No,
points.
you
No,
start
we're
with
tied
the
with
least
zero.
amount of
Oh,
points.
okay.
So
listen,
Joe and
I
James,
never-
so
I never
that's
watched
me.
that.
Yes.
Okay,
and
Joe.
Pat Lynch would go second because he was negative before
Fuck
I was.
you.
I'm 0 now, baby. You got 0 too.
Yeah, but you would go second because I had 100.
Plastic.
No.
You're definitely taking a shot. Plastic? Plastic?
Talk about plastic
Talk
here.
about plastic? Good. Pat?
I chose mechanically separated chicken.
Yes.
I'm going to do you one better because I actually answered in the form of a question.
What is
mechanically separated chicken?
Shot with my friend Joseph.
I'm gonna take a shot, Joe. I had the right answer.
No, he's right though, Chris.
Well,
Yeah,
technically,
and
I had ketchup then, motherfucker, you humdrum fuck.
well, hey, thank you guys.
Thanks,
That
Joe.
was, hey, you know what? Thank you, sir.
No,
that was awesome.
that
That
is great.
was so much fun.
So, do we want to jump into our shit? Fucking
Parlays. All right.
God
Let me go
damn,
and pull them up here.
terrible. The last one was so miserable.
By the way, we bought a bottle of Blanton whiskey during this podcast, in case anyone was curious,
I can't tell you how.
which I'm looking forward to.
Oh, so I'm going to tell you my little.
I do have
Random-
and I'm going to throw this all on Twitter. So if you guys want to start actually gambling with us and lose some money, I mean, listen, there's got to be a charity out there. You probably get money better too, but we're going to start tweeting our picks. I did have a pick today. I picked an over on SMU that game. I did win, so I'm 2 for 2 this week. I hit the under on Monday night.
You picked SMU.
Yeah, I believe the Mustangs. I hope that's the Mustangs.
They are, yep.
Yep. So, but Monday night I won. Thursday I got my butt kicked because freaking the Colts.
Oh, they haven't played yet. They start at 6 p.m. Okay.
Yeah. So that's and so I'm like, I think I'm actually 1 for 1 this week.
As you can tell, this podcast is Saturday night pregame, but it's starting early today.
Oh yeah, it's but but listen, I love this, and I don't know about you guys, but I have nothing. So I was texting a buddy, and we were talking about it, and I was just checking up on him and everybody, and if you know, I truly recommend check on people, see how they're doing. It's just getting worse.
I have a great story.
But
About that.
Yeah. But I was checking on Mike, and I just because I haven't talked to him in a while.
Mr. B.
Yeah, and I probably was a little negative because I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I'm a little down now. Like this. There's nothing going on. There's nothing to look forward to.
You want to talk real talk?
It's just
Peter, you sound like a Dr. Quinn medicine right now.
You guys are
I'm
about
all
to.
about having going out and having fun and
You
just
guys-
experiencing life.
You sound like a real humdrum funk right now, you know?
Listen, I'm about to get super real right now, and this is because of electric. But I mean, this is a real thing. No, I mean this sincerely. There was I think it was 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago, I was just at home alone. It was a Friday night. Sarah, we were gonna do something, but she had to cancel. And I was like, oh.
Joe's walking around his apartment with a laptop.
This was last weekend.
No, but seriously, I was like,
No,
oh, let
seriously.
me call the guys, and see what they're doing. And then I thought, you know what? It's been minus, during the week where I usually tend to work late, and then it's like taking care of the dog. I was like, I could have a whole night to myself where I'm just like relaxed. And so I decided to do that, and it was both painful and therapeutic. I was just sitting on the couch and I had a couple of drinks and I was just finally relaxed, and a little part of me, I started to tear up. Like I was just like complacent and happy.
Oh.
But it had been like, it had been tough with this Corona stuff and working from home.
I'm saying, like, when me
and to have that moment, it really helped.
I went to bed last night at 10:30, 10:45. I fucking hate it. I hate it. I'm not going. I can't.
It took me like 11 o'clock to get warm before I went to bed.
I texted Sarah. I was like, fuck, I'm tired. And I was like, what time is it? 10:35 I saw it was. And you know what I thought? When I was a kid, this is the time Jay Leno comes on. And it's only 10:35. Like, that was my reference, though, is wait, it's 10:35 and I'm thinking about going to bed? I mean, it was a weekday. I have work the next day, of course. But I was just like,
well, I'm in bed by now. I gotta stop that. Like, I'm so comfortable just going to bed. But like on Friday nights, like I'm used to going out to a bar, having a couple drinks. But I don't, and whatever it is, what it is. But like, it's just like you don't want to catch up with drinks.
We had a few drinks last night.
No, yeah.
But and that was really nice. But then again, you're having them outside and you're freezing your butt off.
Yeah, it was cool.
But okay, so just to get back to this this brings me such happiness. Because like just even talking to you guys, like having somebody to have like a real conversation with, like work is fine, but you can't have these types of conversation at work.
No, especially not now. I mean, even when I go into the office,
like once a week,
there's like 4 people and everybody's in corners and
But so let's not and I hopefully maybe this will bring some levity to your week, and we're gonna get through this. We're getting closer. There's a light at the end of the tunnel. And hopefully when we do get out of this, we're going to do some real fun stuff. There's going to be a lot of experiences. But right now, we're just kind of getting to know each other.
You know what we should start doing real quick? Not right now, but for the future, post-Corona, or when things start opening up a little bit more. Put a list together of things we want to do, like activities. I know we've all been talking about skydiving.
We're going to definitely do that.
Yeah, put that on the list.
I didn't talk about that one.
And put it together and do it.
And soon, in December, we're going Friday nights. I'm picking you guys up. We're going up to Wisconsin for the mountain. We can do it one day. We're going to go ski.
Dude, I can't wait for that.
I promise you that.
I was telling Sarah about that. She goes, are you guys allowed to do that? I go, you mean be on a mountain where you're basically the only person, and you can have a face mask because it's going to be cold out. I go, yeah, no, I think we're going to be okay.
We're going to be all right.
Yeah.
All right, so let's get our picks last week.
We're dog shit, but I also have a nice little random fact.
Give me Chris. You know what I about you? You got all them random facts, baby.
So I'm sure Pat sent out earlier this week, and I'm sure most of you guys have seen the guy at the Masters who hit that hole in one where he skipped it across the water.
I have a side note. This is Joe's.
This is crazy. This is a crazy random fact about
Joe's story time.
The guy's name is John Rahm. It was his second hole in one in 2 days, and it was also his birthday when he hit that hole in one.
I just want to set this up real quick because that's fucking out of this world, Chris. But I don't know if you've seen it, but the Masters. Just Google the Masters hole in one this week. It was ridiculous.
He skipped the ball across the water.
I mean, I skipped. I
was a shit shot, but I love golf. I can't take any type of shot. So maybe he knew what he was doing, but it looked like
he did. No, he knew what he was doing. Yeah.
You think he really?
Yeah,
did?
He did that all on purpose.
The one I sent out with Vijay Singh, he did the exact same thing like 20 years ago, where he skipped it across the water and hit a hole in one there too.
We 2 months ago we played golf and I skipped the ball.
I don't know anything
over the water
that well.
with my driver.
Yeah. Like I am not talented enough to know anything that well.
I couldn't. If you paid me,
insane.
Right?
Me and Chris have seen one hole in one in our lives. We've never. Chris is the best. The closest I've ever seen.
Who'd you guys see at hole in one?
With my uncle.
We were doing a what is it? We were doing a scramble. Was there a scramble? Or were we doing a practice round?
Event? I think it was a practice round with my uncle. Steve,
it was at the Village Green.
You know, we all know somebody's got a hole in two, right?
Huh?
Yeah, we all know somebody's got a hole in one too.
Who's that?
Mr. Dave Collis has a hole in one.
Oh, nice.
Oh, wow.
There you go.
I did not know that.
But we saw, and like, we were all looking, and she's like, is that a hole in one? Did we just see a hole in one? We all saw a hole in one. And it was like, ah! No, I mean, Chris is the best shot ever was, the best shot I've ever been a part of.
That was so awesome.
Was Chris hit a maybe 75 yards out, chipped in, and I mean, me and Joe, like,
We lost our mind.
Yeah.
We were at the hole. I can't believe, this is one of those moments where you see something on the internet and you're like, how the fuck did they have their camera out? That can't be real. Yeah. And you whipped out your camera and you got the whole thing, didn't you?
Insane.
Frank, it was awesome. It was unreal. Frank, we were right at the hole too. Yeah. So even Chris was like, huh? What happened? Did I have a good shot? Like, could you even see it from where you were?
I saw it, but like I saw it hit the flagpole and I thought it bounced off. And then you guys went nuts. Well, I threw my club up in there like,
That's the thing that was awesome. It literally, it bounced, hit the flagpole, and dropped right into the hole. And it was an unreal cartoony shot.
And the best part of this, lastly, the best part of it was me and Chris, we're brothers and we get into bickers all the time. And we're just a little bit of a tough. And I think I had talked in one of his other shots in his swing. And he got not angry, but he's like, "Hey, come on, dude."
Oh yeah,
it was a par 3 drive.
Yes.
And you guys had literally gone off.
We're just having
you guys literally put it on. You and Joe literally put it on the green, be like inches from the hole. Yeah. And my jackass fucking hit like 20 yards.
And I was talking in his backswing, and he was not happy about it. And so then he was pissed. And then he hits that shot, and there's no.
It was nothing but joy.
Mind you, the rest of the fucking line were garbage.
I mean, the two close ones I put within probably about 6 inches of the hole was the closest I ever got, and Frank holed it in from like 150 out, which is basically like a par 3 essentially, but it was a par 4, so he didn't get like the whole. But he hold it in from 150.
That's pretty awesome.
That's awesome.
He calls me and he's running out there like, I just hold it in. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about, dude?
Don't ever call me again.
He's like, I just hold it in from 150 out.
My best shot.
He's like taking pictures and shit as he's like.
Your best shot was the par 4 at Western Springs.
Yeah, where I was killed someone.
And you drove it onto the green.
Yeah, when people were on the green, there was like this nice elderly couple. I was so scared.
There's only 2 people in this group that have done it. Me and you.
Yeah, that was a beautiful shot.
I've hit it actually like 6 times.
It was one of those situations where you go, nobody's gonna make it.
If I hit it straight,
magical. I mean, how many times have I probably hit so many windows like from that hole, or windows of cars. You
didn't bounce on the street.
Yeah, no, it was hitting cars probably.
That's
like I've sideswiped.
I could have sworn that one hole.
So you ready for the?
Let's do some picks, guys. And we're getting a little long here.
This is gonna be a super set episode, boys and girls out there.
But let's go, Chris. Hey, whip them going. I've done some research. I feel like
the Thursday night game, the McGraws did pick in our conference pool would have been right. That would have been a good call. They didn't have to win by more than 1, but it did not. We can't do that, obviously. So the first game on the agenda is the Tampa Bay versus Carolina. Tampa Bay will win by 6 points or more, gentlemen.
We got a Chris Tickle Bitty. We're going to have a bunch with this.
Oh, we got a lot of Chris Tickle Bitties!
I got Brady is 19-6 against the spread in his career after a loss with 17 covers in his past 20 such games.
So you're saying we choose Tom Brady touch on Tommy.
Don't cut me off. I'm not done yet.
Shut the fuck up, Pat Lane.
Super set Tickle Bitty.
Chris. Let's condense this motherfucking shit.
And he's 7-1, coming off a 20-plus point loss. However, Bridgewater is 21-4 against the spread in his career as an underdog, including 5 straight covers as an underdog this season.
So what does that all mean, Basil?
That means you bet Cleveland.
So remember last week when I told you that Teddy Bridgewater is covered the spread as an underdog?
Yes.
And he did that against Kansas City?
He did, yes.
It may mean
I think you know what I read that they think the Panthers will cover. I get it, and everybody's going long on Tampa because they think Tom's gonna be pissed. But Tampa Bay's defense might not be.
They're very good against the run. That's what gets passed.
Yeah, well, you got
Tom Brady not doing so good this year.
He's had 2 bad games, both against New Orleans.
Yeah.
And he had an okay game against the Bears, honestly.
I saw a meme that said something about, and I can't encapsulate it.
You hate Belichick, you hate Tom Brady.
No. I have
because as an
their jobs. Listen, exactly. I know fuck all about sports.
Next game, Cleveland will win by 4 over Houston. They're giving 4 points to Cleveland over Houston? God damn.
I got one on this, too.
Is Is Mayfield going to play?
Yes.
I thought he had COVID.
No, he's going to
Either
play.
way, I still think Houston can win that game.
I got this. It says Houston is 0-5 against the spread as an underdog and 0-4 against the spread on the road this season. Overall, the Texans 1-7 against the spread mark is tied with the Jets for the second worst against the spread mark.
I could see definitely Houston covering that game for sure. Personally, but
I like Cleveland in this.
Let's go.
Go with Cleveland in this.
Cleveland win by 4 or more.
Yeah, I think
Cleveland, I got Houston is 0-5 against the spread as an underdog and 0-4 on the road.
I'm thinking Cleveland's.
Let's go through all the games and then we'll come back to it.
Course.
Next game, the Washington football team.
Yes,
the Detroit Lions.
I got another one for
That's
this.
dog shit. Forget it.
The Lions are 5 points
Just
favorites.
don't worry about it. Just go on next. They're both 2 shit teams.
Here's the games this is a game that's burned us the last 2 weeks. Is when you have a big favorite like Steelers over Dallas, and a big fucking spread. So you got Green Bay over Jacksonville by 14 points.
It's almost like the people who make these lines want you to bet against.
I got Jacksonville's 1-5 against the spread in games that follow a loss this season, and Green Bay is 5-1 against the spread against teams with losing records.
Also, Gardner Minshew, I believe, is out this
13
game.
though, right?
Gardner 14. Gardner Minshew is
14. I thought it was 10.
Gardner Minshew is also out in this game, I believe.
Oh man, that's crazy.
Poor Joe.
We love you, Joe, but
I like
Joe.
Joe, you do have the Chicago Bear colors.
Okay, thank you for noticing that because that's exactly what I thought.
Mike Dick over here.
I was like, if you put a leather helmet on me,
put Bears right here, baby,
I
you're
could
good to
be
go.
playing football right now, like old school.
That says Bears, put a cigar in your mouth, and you just had a mustache, you'd be Ditka.
You look way better than Ditka.
Here are 2 games I don't want to touch either on.
mustache.
We got the Philadelphia Eagles by 4 over the Giants, and then the Arizona Cardinals over 3 over Buffalo.
Just go ahead, next.
I have another one about Buffalo.
Well, let's hear Buffalo. Real quick.
Buffalo is 1-4 against the spread, both over its last 5 games and its past 5 road games. Mind you, that 1-4 in its past 5 games, they covered the last game that we bet against them.
Yeah, they fucked us last weekend.
Where I feel like
Because they won the game.
Yeah.
I think people are maybe giving a little too much to Miami at this point.
No, it's
This is Buffalo and Arizona.
Yeah.
Next!
Sorry guys, my bad.
The Las Vegas Raiders by 4 over the Denver Broncos in Las Vegas.
Joseph. Wait. Vegas and who?
Vegas and the Denver Broncos.
All right, Broncos. That's right. I want the Broncos.
To cover 4.
I have nothing on that.
You heard the man.
Next
No,
game,
yeah, the Broncos are gonna-
the next game is
don't keep that
will the Miami Dolphins in Miami win by 2 points over the Los Angeles Chargers?
I think
I got a tickle bit. This is a shocking one. Miami has covered in 4 consecutive games, is 4-1 against the spread as a home favorite since the start of the 2018 season, and is 15-5 against the spread since its Week 5 bye last season, the best mark in the league.
What's interesting too about Miami is Miami's got an underrated defense. They have a very underrated defense.
If you guys feel comfortable with Miami, I don't.
I'm not sitting there.
I don't know about with San Diego. Fuck that.
The next game I do is
How
Los
have the
Angeles.
Miami players not gotten a fuck ton of COVID? They live in a city that parties.
Here's another
behind the Ken
Stop.
Newton's hotel.
I want to. Once all this shit's over, Miami's on my.
Here's a game that I'm not sure that we should. Because I'm not sure. Is Ben Roethlisberger playing? Nobody's knows that.
You know what, Pat?
Yes,
I'm going to take
exactly.
your word for it and say yes and move on.
You guys,
Let's go to the next
Cincinnati 7 over Cincinnati. If Roethlisberger's not playing, then that's a no.
But he,
Yeah.
I'm not sure what he's doing now.
Chris said he is playing, right?
Yeah,
He's not.
Big Ben activated, expected to start versus Bengals. I have a crazy one on this too, but I don't think it's over the past 10 seasons. Cincinnati is 31-16-2 against the spread as a road underdog, the second best cover percentage in the NFL. Underdogs in general are 15-6-2 against the spread in the AFC North games since 2018.
I also have a tickle bitty.
Let's hear it, baby.
Shut the hell up, Chris.
Let's hear it, Chris. Or Joe. Sorry.
That's okay. We've only known each other since birth, so whatever.
You weren't alive when I was born, Joe.
Well, I've known you since birth, so therefore one part of that statement was correct. As I
That's
move
the
on,
only part of this.
I digress. Roethlisberger, huge porn addict, really good on the ball handling skills. I would go heavy into the Steelers on this one. He's He's gonna be.
That
He is gonna
how did
be.
we come up with huge
He is.
These are the jokes.
That's actually a huge thing in the news. Like
This is the Joe
Yeah.
Cornelius side corner.
That's it. Yeah, it's the Chuck Norris court.
All right, you know what? I like it. We're going with Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, next game.
So we got Cleveland, or no, we got Denver and we got Pittsburgh.
Here's a game that I do kind of like. Seattle against Los Angeles. Los Angeles to win by 3 more.
Yes,
I would take Seattle.
Got it. Since drafting Wilson in 2012, Seattle is 23-10-2 against the spread as an underdog, the best mark in the NFL over that span.
Did you say Cleveland will cover the 4?
Yeah, I think Cleveland will.
No,
But we're not. We haven't chosen
that one yet.
But we got
What's the other game? Denver covering
Pittsburgh.
the 4.
Yeah, Denver, Pittsburgh, and
because of
We're taking Pittsburgh.
Burger's ball handling.
Okay.
and his porn addiction.
And his point.
I like a man who plays his porn.
Nolans Saints against the
No, it's 9 right or 10.
Niners. It's 10 points over the Niners.
I got a weird one on this one too. Since the start of last season, San Francisco is 9-3 against the spread on the road, the 3rd best mark in the NFL over that span, and 6-1 as a road underdog.
Those are all
best.
those are all accurate statements, Chris. 100% they're all accurate statements.
Oh no, but
The problem I don't like about that statement is that team is not the same team.
No. They don't have the same defense or anything, yes.
So I would pass on that one. So,
All right.
yeah.
Oh, I definitely
Here's what I
understand.
think that could actually happen. I think Baltimore could win by more than 7 over New England. Because New England's not been playing great, and Baltimore...
This is a weird one, too. I got one. This is the last one I got, is the Patriots have been a home underdog just 3 times in the past 15 seasons, winning each game outright. Now, that was with Tom Brady as quarterback.
Yes.
Who do you got for the Bears, Vikings?
This 3 by Minnesota.
All right, I take the... fuck, I don't like that.
I kind of like Minnesota. I kind
You
of
got the Bears on that.
I kind of like Baltimore by
Joe,
7.
who do you got with the Ravens?
Joe hasn't made picks yet. He's going to do tomorrow.
No, you did. You got him.
I did make picks.
Who you got with the Patriots, Ravens? I'm gonna take your pick. We're gonna go with your pick on the.
Let me take a look because I do tend to do research on these picks.
Oh, Peter, I appreciate you pouring me a second glass of whiskey.
Which
Before
one?
everybody gets second class.
You're asking who I had on Buffalo and Cardinals?
Yeah.
I had Buffalo.
No, he did not.
Okay.
He asked about
wasn't
fucking
the game
New
he asked you
England
about.
and Ravens.
Oh, New England.
I thought
Ravens,
Buffalo
sorry.
was a good pick too.
I had the Ravens.
Let's take the Ravens.
I think the Ravens won by 7.
So Cleveland, the Ravens. So Cleveland, Ravens, Pittsburgh, Denver, and Seattle. Unless Chris, come on, bring me something that you think is better. Than
I like the Cleveland one because that's
Yeah.
one I.
Do you not like the Ravens? I know you're. You want to go?
No. I actually like the Ravens one. I think
That's fine.
The
And
fact-
we're not- yeah.
The Pittsburgh one kind of scares me. I feel like that could be 7 points. I don't know.
we're picking
On
that
the
one.
road, that's the problem. But you know what?
No, Pittsburgh's at home.
Oh, then we're good.
We're
No, the
picking-
Ravens one I think is rough because
Yeah, because they're on the road.
Yeah.
But
The
you know,
road is a Ravens
here's the
one.
question. Like, here's the thing I'll think about it. It's like Baltimore has played New England very well with Tom Brady.
Yeah.
And this is
I think we're good.
That defense is still good.
All right, here we're gonna do.
I'm not
I'm gonna
gonna
give you. Hey guys, I'm gonna tweet this out so you guys can see it. We're going with the. If you want to parlay it, you're gonna go with the Ravens, Denver.
All right. What is it?
Seattle.
Tiebreaker questions.
Yep.
Points on the Chicago, Minnesota. I'm thinking 40-ish.
It was 43.
I said
believe.
48. That's what I
believe
give.
you.
That's
every-
too high. That's too high.
That's what I give every week.
I
though.
said 40. I
I
said
was
42.
I used to be I'm
69.
such a child. Such a child.
I believe the over/under was 43.
Okay, so let's go 43.
Okay. Over offensive yards, and the offense is dog shit.
200.
You know, I'm
They're gonna
real
run
old school game, baby.
They're gonna run that ball.
I'm thinking 400 yards.
Okay, go for it. Okay, so here we go again. Seattle, Denver, Cleveland, Pittsburgh, Ravens. And I will tweet that out right now so everybody can see it. Good luck. I wouldn't put a lot on it. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah,
okay,
don't put anything on.
so I had this thought, and I really want to just dive into it really quickly. And I know we're really, I mean, listen,
That's okay. We'll have one oldie or one old, good
One long
long
podcast.
one.
Yeah,
and
so
then,
I'm
and
sorry.
then we'll somewhere fall into a median, and then
yeah.
we're still testing the waters. Go on.
Yes, and this is the last part, but I really wanted to discuss this, and it's very fucking dark. So I apologize. We've had a little.
So now it's going to cut off, ladies and
It's
gentlemen.
been up and down. It's up and down today. But
We're
I
ending
just
on a
finished
low
seeing
note.
Chris Watts Netflix one episode.
You shouldn't do that. It's terrible.
It's so, and I kind of recommend it a little bit, but it makes you fucking sad. And just to give it to you really quickly, Chris Watts killed his entire family.
Oh my god, I can contribute to this conversation. I watched this.
Yes, he killed
so horrible.
He killed his
So
entire family because he wanted to He wanted to start over.
Mistress.
Yeah, he wanted to start over.
Who didn't know that he was married?
No, she didn't know he was married, but she
thought he was getting divorced.
Separated. And then he had a kid, or he was having another kid, and
with his wife.
Yeah, with his wife, but what the craziness is just we're gonna be able to go on from now until forever is to watch from the beginning to the end with these
that was
cameras.
Such an interesting thing because the cop was wearing a body cam. You had like the ring camera.
You had it right when he first met the cops.
His neighbor had a camera that caught the crime, like the actual moment where he
said he's not acting right. He's not acting right.
Yeah. So funny enough, when COVID first started, I went down this deep dark tunnel of these investigation things. And one of them was this Chris Watts stuff, and they pulled because it was all public knowledge, they pulled all the ring footage, and there's a particular guy on YouTube that puts all these crime things together where I think he's a psychologist or something, and he's putting together so as you watch the thing, he's talking about the weird things Chris Watts is doing and reacting to on a psychological level to the police officer, and it was so intriguing. And
what was this show? Because I'm going to watch that.
I'll pull it up. But you go on about the documentary because I just thought that was so interesting because it was none of that.
So
it was just like, here's what it is.
He took a polygraph.
Yeah.
In my fucking head, I'm thinking.
But he failed it.
But why would you take it, Pat?
I watch a lot of these. I watch a lot of these true crime.
No. That's what I'm saying. My question is, why are you fucking? Why not get? You know what? So I listen to a lot of Dateline. You know, most of the guys who do not have no issues in Dateline don't talk to the cops.
They don't do shit. Yeah,
they have a lawyer right away.
I mean, the honest thing: if you kill somebody, you just don't talk to the cops until you make them prove the case.
But here's the thing: and this is the reason I bring it up, is the guy was definitely a sociopath. Yeah. So he doesn't understand what he did.
No, he is a fucking psychopath.
Yeah, whatever. So I'm sorry, he doesn't have feelings. He doesn't.
Yeah, he's a psychopath.
He didn't feel for killing them. Because you can't kill your two young children and not. He doesn't. He doesn't get that.
Oh man, that's so crazy.
I know,
though.
But he doesn't get it. But it's a mental disorder.
He says it haunts him his life, but it
doesn't because you couldn't kill one child.
When you have your wife's dead body in the car while you're driving your two alive kids,
45 minutes
to the 45-minute drive, and then you smother your kids. That is so fucked up.
Yeah. But here's the thing.
So fucked up.
It's so ridiculous. And that's what I kept thinking is we're going to, I hope that I live 100 years.
When that kid asks him, was mommy okay? And you're like, yeah, she's fine. And then you smother the kid 20 minutes later. What the fuck is wrong with you?
But that's what I'm saying is we're gonna in 100 years.
That is inhuman.
75 years we're gonna really understand more of this. The psychology of every person. Because this guy just doesn't understand.
No, but here and
it's great that he's not on the streets because but so when I was thinking this, I kept thinking about Ted Bundy. And Ted Bundy had the serial killer, and then he had a real life. He had himself. He had an actual person.
But he was very charming to people.
But you know what I'm saying? It's like he had the two sides. And I kept thinking when I was watching this guy knew he needed to be caught. Because if he was smart, he would have just said, "Give me a lawyer, get me out of here." And he just wanted to get caught.
These guys all think they're smarter than the cops.
I don't know.
They do. They all do.
He wouldn't have
their ego is so high they think they're smarter than the cops.
I feel like he just knew he had to get caught. Like he knew he couldn't leave because he could have kept doing it. And that person versus the murder serial killer guy. That's like because Ted Bundy would let people go because the real Ted Bundy would come in, but he would come in and say, "Nah, I'm out."
But I disagree because I don't think he would have kept killing just random people. Like he killed because of a purpose.
No, but that's what I'm saying. But and then that purpose fed to a need, and then that girl would have been, and then he would have found somebody
possibly. I don't know. But I'm saying like the fact that you think that if you think you can get away with killing your pregnant wife and your two kids. And you think that it's gonna you're not gonna be the prime suspect of that shit? Like you are an idiot.
I mean, I think in general, it's almost like an unwritten rule, from what I understand, that if a crime is committed, it's gonna be the spouses first, friends and family, and then they go outward. But I think something like 87%
or more,
spouses, is by someone.
Every
the
Dateline is
person
basically the
knows.
spouse.
Yeah.
If you watch Dateline.
Yeah.
I love Dateline.
It's just...
And I hate to bring this up and make it so weird and dark, but like it was just so interesting to me. To see this guy.
Can this just be the next podcast? Because I have so much
Let's
to
just
talk
dive into
about.
it. Yeah, next time. And Chris, we'll make sure we're gonna have Chris watch it because I understand Chris.
I wouldn't watch Chris.
no
Don't
fucking
watch
clue.
Chris.
I'm not gonna lie. When you said before this podcast started, you said Chris Watts, and you're like, I saw the Chris Watts something. I thought it was a stand-up comedian.
Like, I watch a ton of stuff.
I legit thought it was. I was like, I missed a stand-up.
Okay. And then we're gonna end on this. But did anybody see fucking Dave Chappelle's stand-up on Saturday Night Live?
I saw the Uncle Ben.
It was good. It was great.
He was talking shit.
All
Pete
was great.
Davidson. Yeah.
Wait,
I think his
his
stand-up-
skits or his like his
stand-up,
opening
his
monologue?
Opening monologue?
Yeah.
I think that was that. Like,
I didn't watch the opening monologue.
I didn't think the opening monologue was that great. I think he went a little.
I felt like a normal Dave Chappelle stand to me.
I think it went a little. It went a little bit too. Like it was. It was too like on the nose. Like
It felt like Dave Chappelle.
fuck
to me.
Whitey. The white devil. Like it was like.
I think
You know, I've been watching all week. Honestly, I've been watching all week. I've been watching Dave Chappelle's, like, the old Chappelle shows on Netflix now. I've been watching that, and that shit is fucking hilarious.
Oh,
it's
so
so good.
No, yeah, but I
thought
think
his opening monologue wasn't like.
I think though for him though, and this is kind of like based off of what I've heard from other stuff. At one point, he goes, "I'm just trying this. I'm just trying this."
That's it.
And I think that's what it was.
He's not gonna burn. He's not gonna burn shit on SNL.
It felt like Bill Burr when Bill Burr was just
I
going
think
out
he
there
was
and
just
doing
like
it.
testing the waters though.
Bill Burr, he practiced, studied his stuff. Where Dave Chappelle, I think, like Joe's saying, he just came out and
he just kind of tried it. I think
he's not going to burn. That wasn't burning material.
But other than was that bad?
Material, but it's like I think he had stuff and he was throwing stuff in.
I didn't think it was that bad though.
And it's just none of it was bad. I think he was just like, listen, he threw a couple things.
And he's
in
right
there,
about
and
some of those
that
things. Like
that one thing just needs. Yes, I think a lot. Yeah, I think he was just kind of throwing stuff out that they needed polishing, and we just happened to see a part of that, and that's all it was, you know. But I mean, that's a lot of his most recent stuff is like that. I like it a lot though, because I think it really does.
No, and I appreciate that. I think
he was making connections though that I like. He does this kind of like political thing now. That's a little political, but I like it. I like it because in all honesty, it opened my eyes a little bit. It really did.
If you watch Joe Chappelle too, though, it's the same thing.
I like the old school, like the. Okay, here we go again. I'm going.
Well, here's where I have so much to say.
Hey, baby, what you doing? Selling crack, baby, and it's like that. I love the jokes, like and all this like overly political. Like, listen, we get it, Trump, blah blah blah. It's tough.
Here's the thing. I think we're starting to fall into that age range where we're not adapting to new stuff.
No, that's not true at all.
I was talking about this as I was getting my hair cut yesterday. I was talking to the person, the lady who cuts my hair, and it's just like. There's a huge change in how things are being viewed now with sexuality, gender, pronouns, being respectful towards all these things. And I mean, it is a huge, this is the first big wave that I think our generation is feeling in that time because, you go back to Dave Chappelle stuff, it's like, this stuff doesn't work. I was watching a TV show. Some of the fucking Brooklyn Nine-Nine stuff because I've been watching that.
Yeah. Oh, you look at all those.
It just doesn't carry. It's like times are changing and they're evolving, and this is probably one of the biggest.
But I think Dave Chappelle and guys like Dave Chappelle and Bill Burr are very relevant. I think they are pushing.
They are.
I thought it was a little.
I think he was probably working on some of this stuff while he was there.
I don't know. I love comedy that makes me fucking laugh, and I
watched fucking goddamn Saturday Night Live, the Celebrity Jeopardy thing. They use the fucking. I'm gonna use the word anyway, but like,
because that's what they said.
They used the word retard, and it's like,
Chris McGrath.
I'm telling you,
Chris McGrath got cut. Fucking thank God. Thank God.
But they throw. Dude, I've been watching this show called Happy Endings that I think was originally.
Happy Endings is a medical term?
It was medical for a long time. I think now they use mentally
challenged.
Or challenge.
Mentally handicapped. Because
I think it's mentally handicapped. Yeah.
Finish it up.
But Happy Endings, they talk. Just the jokes that are on there. There's a guy on there who's black. There's a guy on there who's gay, and they play into those really hard. Which in all honesty, is probably how real people interact, especially people our age. Like if there's someone who's
And that's what I
black
hope this
or
is
white,
about.
or there's jokes, but it's like these are in a group, and you probably can't portray that on TV anymore.
Yeah. Well, hey, listen.
I'm only one thing on this fact that this podcast, more than another, we have finished more than half a bottle of whiskey in this podcast.
Yeah, you know, Pat Lynch had to fucking show it off like 4 times.
Jesus, get out your fucking ruler, nerd.
Well, listen. I just
We usually have one thing of whiskey, like one drink of whiskey.
No,
We've had multiple drinks. We just don't do it from the same bottle.
It's early.
Yeah.
So, listen, we all go to bed early. You're not going to feel it in the morning. Don't worry about it. Here's the honest truth is, like, everything we're saying here is we're just, hopefully you guys are just getting that we're just talking and we're trying to figure shit out and just having a good time.
Being a bunch of morons.
Yeah,
being a bunch of
talking
morons.
and learning.
And I poured a little bit more whiskey for all of us because I just, listen, this makes...
I already finished mine.
Well, we're gonna cheers
Feeling
with whatever
badass
you got.
over here.
But that's all I want to say is I really do. I love this and I appreciate it. And I want to say thank you guys. I know this went a little long. We're gonna make sure we're not gonna go over. We've always gone over 45. We're trying to keep it under an hour.
We're half an hour longer this time.
Yeah, we're not gonna do that again. But hey, guys, cheers.
Big Mouth Season 4 comes out in December. Bye!